Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another spicy episode of the Sanity stream with Lucius Cole. If you like this type of content, go down below, like, subscribe, share, and of course leave a comment if you think I deserve it. The Cole Factory and the Cole Train on our way to 1,000 Patriots strong. Thanks to people like you watching content like this. I want to do a quick thank you for the people that have followed me on YouTube so far. We have hit over 800 Patriots. Thank you very much. Let's get into today's show. First of all, this has been going all across the interwebs, the interzones, if you will, of what is happening right now with Sidney Powell, kind of getting a distancing between the Trump campaign team and herself. Let's read it from the Trump campaign. Trump campaign statement on legal team. Sidney Powell is practicing law on her own. She is not a member of the Trump legal team. She is also not a lawyer for the president in his personal capacity. And this is signed by Rudy Giuliani, attorney for President Trump, and Jenna Ellis, Trump's campaign senior legal advisor and attorney. So people are starting to lose their minds, guys, and Ali Alexander tries to calm the nerves of everything that's going on. No one needs to panic. This is just a clarification since the media has butchered everything. Sidney Powell and I have both said that she's working for free and with a team she has autonomy over. All good. Now, I'm not one of the guys to say all according to plan, and of course, the media is lambasting this, saying that this is a huge deal, and that means that the things that she's been pushing out right now in terms of the fraud going on with Dominion have no merit. Guys, I really, some people that I really, really respect, whether it be Tucker Carlson, Ian Miles Chong, there just seems to be a lot of people jumping off the ship, and just give her some time, guys. Give her 2 weeks. I mean, Al Gore had a month to push out and try to fight for his presidency. And it's just like everyone just jumps ship the moment there is a little bit of rubble on the road. The moment there is a little bit of adversity, everyone starts to lose their minds. Now, I'm interested to see if she has the goods herself, but I am not going to jump on her and lambast her, and I continually see this. You'll see this in the next story. It seems like Republicans, conservatives, and our entire movement, whether it be MAGA or whatever else, seems to be turning on each other. This is not the time for infighting. And that's the difference between us and the left. We say the left eat their own. Look at us on the right. Look what we're doing right now. We're attacking each other. What is the first thing? What is the first rule of war? Divide and conquer. You think this is all supposed to just happen like this? No, guys. This is by design. They want us interfighting. They don't want us with our fingers on the pulse. They don't want us to be looking into the election. They want us fighting amongst each other. And believe me, I have plenty of things to say for these giant monstrosities of conservatives that do very little to actually push the agenda and get people mobilized. But I'm going to wait until after this election is over and Trump either wins or Biden wins, and either way, I'm going to fight tooth and nail to try to help Donald Trump win. I am not going to be targeting conservatives on my side, whether I agree with them or not right now. Because now is not the time for friendly fire. We can look onto each other and draw our ire and fight amongst each other once this election is over. Stop fighting amongst each other. This is absurd. And you see this last night. Take a look. We have Nick Fuentes targeting Brandon Straka. Apparently Brandon Straka targeting Nick Fuentes. Take a look. Brandon Straka, one of his first posts. I don't blacklist people. If I had to share a stage with someone, I don't like to withdraw from the event. How juvenile to accuse me publicly instead of coming to me and asking me to my face. And then Nick replies, I'd come to ask you to your face, but the security detail was explicitly ordered not to protect me and to keep me off the steps. Basically the same move you pulled with Bryson Gray. I've never been in an event with Bryson. Also had no idea you were at the event today until you tagged me in your tweet, but it's fun to be cast as the arch villain anyway. Please proceed. And then just some rando commando. Brandon, I noticed you appeared at an event featuring Nick Fuentes, who has been known to engage in Holocaust denial, as do his followers. Do you also find this problematic? 100%, and I didn't know he was there. I found out after the event. I find his views disgusting and condemn them entirely. So this is what's happening. Nick Fuentes replying, speaking as a right-wing Christian, I actually don't think it's a good idea to have gay liberals leading our political movement. He should walk away back to New York City. This is not what we need right now. We need to unite. Whether you are from the far right, you're from the middle right, whether you're from just the right or a conservative or a libertarian or whatever you are, an anarcho-capitalist, whatever it is, we all need to be unifying to get President Donald Trump 4 more years. I understand that you are completely angry at the establishment Republicans. I understand why you are angry at certain movements that take in millions of dollars every single year, haven't held a rally, haven't been fighting for President Trump, haven't been pushing back to stop this steal. I understand why you're angry. But right now, this is not the time for infighting. So bury the hatchet and be men. This is not what men do. This is trivial. This is BS. We have our fingers on the pulse, guys. All we need is verification of the signatures between Wisconsin, Michigan, and Georgia, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Georgia, and we win. We win. Keep your finger on the freaking the prize, guys. And this is what I'm seeing pushed right now. This is being pushed by people on the right wing. Ali Alexander, another one of the people. He was out there with Alex Jones. He was out there with Nick Fuentes trying to stop the steal, showing up in Georgia, showing up at the Capitol, putting pressure on Kemp, the governor, to make sure that he actually audits the vote, shows up with people en masse by the thousands. And then here we go, posting up stuff like this. Supposed Stop the Steal organizer Ali Akbar is a convicted fraudster, accused of plotting voter fraud as McCain operative in 2008. Akbar has a questionable record. Now, you can see he's got a checkered personal history that includes arrests for burglary, theft, and credit card fraud. Okay? And then they just happen to post a picture between him and Dorsey. Okay? This is the exact same thing they do when they take a picture of Epstein and Trump and say, look how great friends they were. Look at them. Look how close they were. Even though Trump barred Epstein from ever coming back to his estate. But again, that's what they're pushing. This is the stuff that they're pushing right now. They're trying to divide and conquer us. You couldn't wait. 2 freaking weeks. You couldn't wait 2 weeks to drop this stuff for the infighting and the friendly fire. You had to just drop this as we are currently fighting for our lives to make sure we're not taken over by communists and socialists and bought and sold by China. You people are disgusting. This is so petty. It's ridiculous. And believe me, it's not like I don't go out there and push against people that I think could do a better job. Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, Michael Knowles, the whole Daily Wire crew, Turning Point USA. But I'm not going to go out there and throw them under the bus and say, oh, they're not doing this. They're not doing this. They're not doing this. Oh, they're fraudsters. They're this. They're that. They're that. No. I think they do a good job. I think that there are things that they can improve on. They take massive amount of money in, and they should use it for the cause. Believe me, I get it. I understand. But I'm not going to go out there in front of the entire world on the Twitter posts and the blogs and the videos and just start castigating them and talking crap about them, because this stuff doesn't matter right now. We need to win an election. Why are we talking? This is high school, middle school BS. This is absurd. I mean, look at this. Look at what's going on in the counting right now. So, why are we falling for this obvious nonsense? All we want to do is verify the signatures and verify the ballot that it is a legit legal vote. That's all we want to do. And this is what they're doing. They have 2 people sitting next to each other right here on the left. These are the poll watchers. And then they have 2 people on the right separated with a glass. And these 2 people can sit next to each other. But these 2 must be kept 6 feet away from the 2 with the screen between them. It doesn't even make sense. These 2 people are sitting together, and these 2 people are sitting together. It doesn't even make sense. This is what we need to be focusing on. Focus on the signature verification. Focused on legal ballots. Focus on dead people voting. That's crazy. One dead person voting should be a red flag, but for some reason people don't seem to think that. I don't understand why. Hello? Uh, uh, this is just so frustrating, guys. Like, this is the worst possible time for infighting. This is the worst possible time. Believe me, I have a lot more to say in terms of that in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I can get down in the weeds, down in the dirt, talking BS about, certain people and certain programs and certain groups, and I will gladly call them out after the election is over so that we can mobilize and take out the grifters, the fakes, and the phonies. Just like the establishment rhinos who seem to think that they have our vote even though they don't support Donald Trump. That's not how this works. We're done. We are done. We are done cowtailing to fake Republicans, fake conservatives who are only in it for the fame, the acclaim, and the money. We're done with you. And believe me, you will be the sole focus in 2 weeks. But right now, we need each other. There's a reason why the Soviets and the US teamed up to take down the Nazis. Both of us ideologically opposed, hated each other's guts, still do. I mean, I still hate commies, but we worked together for a finite period of time to take down a greater enemy. And that's what we need to do now. We must stop the Democrats, we must stop the globalists, and we must stop this infighting. This is absolutely absurd. Now, in better news, we have what's going on right now between Israel Prime Minister Netanyahu reportedly meets with the Saudi prince in historic meeting. Secretary of State Pompeo reportedly brokered a secret meeting between Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman on Sunday. The Jerusalem reports reported that Netanyahu left Israel on a civilian plane at 7 p.m. on Sunday and returned just after midnight. Netanyahu and Cohen were met by Pompeo at the Nome airport, and the three attended the meeting. According to the Post, they reportedly discussed efforts to counter threats from Iran. Now, hopefully this leads to more long-term peace deals in terms of the United States, Israel, and the Arab countries. Because if Saudi Arabia, who, believe me, I hate them. I mean, take a look at what happened with 9/11 and the Twin Towers. Makes me so angry what's going on right now. And I mean, the way I look at it is sometimes you have to make a deal with the devil. Or, sorry, how would I say this? Sometimes you have to make a deal with a demon so that you can fight the devil. And that's what I see this as. I see the Saudis as demons who are ultimately looking at the devil, which, whether that be Iran, or to be honest, I'm not even like solely focused on a country. I'm more focused on radical Islamic terrorism. And unfortunately for me, I have to go and support basically a tyrannical government so that the radicals of their movement of Islam are kept in check. I mean, it's unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now let's finish off with some bad news, guys. Let's finish off with some bad news. Now that we're on Infowars.com, Qantas Airways CEOs say COVID vaccination will be mandatory for travel. We will ask people to have vaccination before they can get on the aircraft. The CEO of Qantas says the COVID-19 vaccine will be mandatory for anyone boarding his flights and that this will become the norm for all international travel. We're looking at changing our terms and conditions to say for international travelers, we will ask for a vaccination before they can get on the aircraft. I think this is going to be common talking to other colleagues in airlines around the globe. I'm not anti-vax, guys, but you already see what's going on in Ticketmaster, who's saying that you're going to be required to have a vaccine in order to attend an event. You're seeing what's going on with the airlines that are saying you're going to be required to have a vaccine in order to fly. This is the way they're going to do it. They're not going to show up at your house and tell you you are forced to take a vaccine. It's going to be very similar to children going to public schools. You are going to be forced to take this vaccine. And I'm not opposed to taking a vaccine, but I'm going to wait, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 years before I decide to take something that was rapidly taken out, have a 95%, working rate when I have a 99.9% of already surviving it in the first place. I mean, at this point, I think I'd rather just get it, create the antibodies myself, and then not have to deal with this thing that was created that I have no idea whether it actually works or not. I mean, 5% it says it doesn't work. I am 99% chance of me surviving actually getting it. So what is that? So I have a 4.99% chance difference of surviving if I just didn't get it altogether? I don't know. I don't know. Uh, this is how they're going to do it. This is how they're going to do it. And I'm not taking it. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I am done with the infighting. I am done with the friendly fire. We can deal with all of this malarkey in 2 weeks. We're not doing it now. We must unite. We must fight for President Trump, and we must stop this steal. Now is not the time for infighting. Not at all. We must unite, no matter what. In 2 weeks, free for all. Do whatever you want, okay? Go crazy. I don't care. But until we hit that point in mid-December, we must continue working together, despite our differences. With that said, if you like this type of content, my name is Lucius Cole, the Sanity Stream. I hope you enjoyed this one. Go down below, like, subscribe, share, and of course leave a comment if you think I deserve it. The Cole Factory and the Cole Train on our way to 1,000 Patriot Strong. Hopefully we can get it by the end of November. I'm having my doubts, but hopefully in the next 2 weeks we'll hit 1,000 subscribers, and I will be doing another giveaway like I did before. I love you guys so much. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch stuff like this. It means a hell of a lot to me. And again, I will answer every single one of your comments in the comment section below. Check me out on Alt Tech as well. I'm currently getting throttled. Obviously, all political content gets throttled on YouTube. Check me out on Odyssey. And again, I will be pushing my stuff out to BitChute and probably Rumble when I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this type of well, I already said that. I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. I love ya. Peace. Coltrane. Choo choo!